Hello and welcome back to Weems Auto. We're starting on a new project today. This is a 2006 Mazda Tribute, and it's got the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder engine with a 5-speed manual transmission. And this is going to be about replacing the engine. The current engine is no longer good, and they have sourced a new engine, which I have right over here on the lift. So the first step I'm going to do is to get this engine on the stand, and I'm going to run a compression test on the engine to verify that this is a good engine. And to get it on the stand, I am going to be using 3/8 bolts. They're 3 inches long, and I'm going to thread them into the body of the engine to hold it on the stand. So give me a few minutes to get that set up. It's kind of at a weird angle in relation to my stand. So once we get it on the stand, then we'll start pulling some spark plugs, and we'll get some compression readings on it. All right, I've got the engine on the stand. It was kind of took a little bit of effort to get it on the stand because of the flywheel was in the way and the angle of the engine stand compared to the lift, but it is on the stand. And I initially had tried to do a compression test on it, but I couldn't crank the engine over fast enough to get enough velocity to create enough compression for good readings. So I did a little studying, and I found out a better test for this engine is going to be a cylinder leak down test. So first thing we need to do is we're going to remove the coil packs and then the spark plug, and we'll get our leak down tester into the cylinder. And once we get it up to top dead center, and we'll check to verify that the cylinders are not leaking any compression. So give me a minute, let me get these coil packs out. First you're gonna have a 10 millimeter to remove the bolt holding the coil pack. Then we'll take the spark plug out, and I'll show you how to find the top dead center on this. All right. Got the coil out and the spark plug. So what I'm using first is this attachment here for the leak down test, just inserting it into the cylinder hole, and I'm putting my finger on it, and I've rotated the engine over until I start feeling pressure coming out. That means we're on the compression stroke. And then next, I'm using this piece of coat hanger because it's pretty deep down in there and the pencil wouldn't work. And you want to use the coat hanger, I don't know if it's hard to see, but and you're going to rotate the engine over until the coat hanger is coming up to the very top, and then as it starts going down, that means you're back into going into the next stroke. So you want to rotate it back to the very highest point that you can achieve, and thus we have achieved top dead center on the engine. So the next step is, now let me set up the leak down tester, so that way we can get a leak down reading on this thing. All right, so my leak down tester broke, so I had to go and get another one. We've got the cylinder back to top dead center, and I've got a rod that I'm using to turn it over, attached to the crank on a wooden board. Hopefully this holds and keeps the cylinder from spinning over while we set up the leak down tester. All right, opening the valve. Yep, appears to be holding. Now we're gonna open this valve. Okay. I can't get this thing open. Hold on a minute here. Okay, hold on a minute.
You need like a wrench or something, dude?
This thing is not turning at all. Hold on, let me get my shirt.
There's like a push lock or something on that.
No? Oh, pull.
Pull, okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Air back on it. Oh, oh. Okay. Pull out. Let's give it some pressure. Okay, why is this thing not putting pressure in the cylinder?
Oh, there's a leak right here. It's not even.
Hold on.
Did I not properly attach that?
Oh, this thing's come undone.
All right.
Hold that. Give me a minute. Let me set up my hose again. All right, got our leak fixed. Hang on. Let's open it back up. All right. We got 100 PSI in there. See these gauges right here? Okay. So we're gonna let this sit for a little bit, give it a couple of minutes, and see if we have any leaks coming down out of the cylinder. Okay, I'm gonna set you up here on these gauges. Let's see if I can get you here on this stand a little bit and drop you down. So if you watch these gauges here, it was at 100. And you watch that needle as the cylinder is losing compression.
That's aggressive.
And somewhere over in here, I can hear it coming out. So I'm gonna do some investigating, see where I can hear that this cylinder's leaking down at. All right, we got it on the next cylinder here. And looks like this one's leaking down as well. It appears to be exhaust valve leaks. Yeah, watch that needle just go down.
Yeah, dude.
And there's some kind of hitches within as I'm cranking the engine over. So it could be very well possible that we have some bent valves in the valve train, and that's why they're not seating properly and they're leaking down. It's on the exhaust side. So not looking good for this engine. Going to go ahead and test the next two. So give me a minute. Let me get these set up, top dead center on them, and get the compression tester set up. Okay, I got it on this one, the next cylinder here. And yeah, we got pressure.
Definitely hear it.
Pressure's kicking back on, fill it back up. Full open. And the cylinder side of the gauge is having trouble even keeping up with the compressor side of the gauge. So let me shut the compressor off. Let's watch how fast this thing leaks down.
Dude, that's hella aggressive. I mean, look at that, dude.
Yeah, it's just moving. And I don't know if, let me see if I can get this camera down here where you can hear that noise coming out of the exhaust side. So looks like all 3 of these so far on this engine all have exhaust side leaks. Okay, so we got the final one. Not as bad. Oh. Don't worry, it looks like it's holding. But there it goes. It's starting to leak down. Yeah, it all seems like it's all coming from the exhaust side of this head.
Oh, you can feel something here, Jay.
Oh, it's on the intake side on this one.
Yeah, that's on the intake side.
So,
Shit.
I'm gonna call this engine a fail. And we'll see what we're gonna do about this vehicle. Probably recommend just to go ahead and rebuild the current engine that's inside of the vehicle, instead of trying to get these junkyard engines that haven't been really tested. So we'll see you in the next video. I really appreciate you watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.